Listen up, traders. NinjaTrader is hands down the best trader platform out there. But guess what? Most new traders are terrified of it. Here's the secret. You only need to learn 5% of NinjaTrader to start trading effectively. Just 5%. Curious about what that 5% is? Imagine unlocking powerful tools and strategies without feeling overwhelmed. Why let fear hold you back? Dive in, learn that 5%, and dominate the market. Let's go deeper. All right, guys, let's jump right into this because I want you to know that it's not as hard as you may think it is to use the NinjaTrader platform. A lot of people, when you're first coming into futures and you're first coming into trading and you start looking at price charts, you know, you're gonna think it looks like a foreign language, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's actually important that you continue to look at it as a language, because what I teach people is how to read a price chart so they can trade better. See, most people get, when you first come into the marketplace, you get all this bad, I call it bad common trading knowledge. Everybody's gonna tell you to use 10 and 15 indicators, and it's all about putting the right indicator together to come up with a system. That's what people are gonna tell you to do. Over here on this channel, I just teach you how to read a bear price chart with just a 21 EMA is all you need. You need to learn how to identify key entry points. Once you have that in the bag and you can know what setups are gonna come at those key entry points, you'll see later today that that's the way you wanna learn how to trade, all right? And NinjaTrader is the platform that sets all this up for you very easily. And like I said, I only use about 5% of this thing. I've been using NinjaTrader for easily 7 years. And I've traded futures from it. I've traded Forex from it, right? I've traded Bitcoin from it in the futures market. So NinjaTrader is the platform for traders, period. Not just futures traders, but if you need, it's safer to trade Forex through the futures, you know what I'm saying? Like trade futures Forex, right? Trade the M6, E6, something like that. Trade Forex, don't trade the regular Forex. They can manipulate that. The market makers, all that nonsense. Go with it. You can trade Forex through NinjaTrader is what I'm trying to say. All right, and I'm gonna show you how to do that because it's all through the connections tab. One of the piece of them 5, just the 5% you need to learn and you get going. So let's go from a brand new chart. Let's clean it up, make it clean so you can see the price action. All right. We're gonna set up an ATM strategy. All right, it is so good you're watching today because the markets are so volatile right now. There's a ton of opportunity for you to get into the market right now. Take advantage of this Iran-Israel conflict that's going on. It's causing crazy market moves, all the oil situation. So listen, it's so glad you're watching. You picked a great time to enter into day trading. All right, so let's get your chart set up. All right, so the main feature is this boy right here. All right, your NinjaTrader console. You really do everything from your NinjaTrader console, okay? This is the main thing. So we're just gonna start with a new chart, all right? Oops, and then I hit something totally wrong. We're just gonna start with a new chart, and I'll show you how to save your chart so you do not have to do this every trading day. You turn once you have the chart set up perfectly how you like it, we will turn it into a template, and then you'll be set to trade each and every day. And you'll be ready to go to work. You know, you don't want to have to set up to go to work every day. You know, you want to be able to sit down, focus, read the chart, look at the market bias if you receive the market forecast, like from my community, and be ready to go. So again, we're going to go with the 1,000 tick chart. I'm going to turn the plot off and give us a new chart, please. Here we go, a regular old NinjaTrader chart that most people are afraid of, don't know how to use it. We're gonna get you straight. So, let me get the whole thing in the frame. Yeah, this opened up real bare bone right here. Okay. A very bare bone chart here. So to get this going, what I first like to do is just clean up my background. I don't need the horizontal lines myself. Now what you can do though is set these to be, I used to like to set my horizontal lines to be 1 point apart so that I would know how far 1 point is. I used to go for 1 and 2 points. So that is something you can do with the horizontal lines. But to do really any settings in NinjaTrader, all right, you're gonna right click, pull up this menu, and then you go to properties. That's for anything you really want to do on NinjaTrader. It's that same process. You got to get to the properties and you can change anything on the thing you clicked on. Okay, so on here, we want to get rid of the grid line horizontal. Get rid of it. I'm just going to make it transparent. And I think I can make the width 0. I don't even think I got to do that. Let's see. Hit apply. Boom, they're gone. All right, so then we do the same thing for the vertical line. I'll just make it transparent. 0, apply, gone. Look at there. So now I have a clean background the way I like it. I think something else I want to do here. Let's see. That's the colors, font. All right, let's change this font, right? For those of us who are a little vision impaired, we can make this a lot bigger. I personally like to go with impact, so I don't have to strain to see the numbers, to see the price of the S&P. And I also like to, you know, I go about 30 maybe too big. We hit apply, see, much better. Right now we don't have to strain to see the price. I can clearly see that the price of the S&P 500 right now is 6,400, right on the dot. All right, that makes it very easy. Let's see, is there anything about the candles in here? No, I believe that's it. Okay, that's no. So this is what I like, but you also can see that there's other, of course, many other ways you could adjust your chart, and that property is great. Okay, but that's all I like to do there. All right, because we're gonna do this as quick. This is just a quick 5%. This is all I really do to get going. All right, so I got my S&P chart set to June, 1,000 tick chart. I just cleared everything off. I got nothing but a clean chart. Now I'm gonna click on this candle and do the same thing. Right click, get the properties. Okay, and on my candle, all right, I'm so lost because I gotta uncheck this. Now I can change this up. So I want my body to be black. Okay, and I want my stems, yep, to be white. Rather large. Let's see if that does it. There we go. It's a little bit better. Also could do this maybe. That's actually a little bit better. Candle wick is too thick. So you see you can play around with all of these settings. Okay, a little bit better. Maybe a 2. Okay. And the bar size, bar width, that might need to be bigger too. No, maybe that's too big. That's probably the problem. There we go, folks. Took me a while. This is how I like my candles. Of course, you can get yours however you want, but these are the settings. I'll let it sit right here for a second. That's it. Now moving on, because it's only 5%. We're only trying to get 5% of this thing. All right. So now we got a clean chart, right? We got a clean chart, people. Got a pretty clean chart here. Let me make it a little smaller. All right. We can actually see the price action. Okay. This is good. This is good. Now we can clearly see the price action. We will put one indicator on, which is the 21 EMA. Let's go grab it. It's right here under indicators. And all your indicators are here. All right. So for those of you who are indicator crazy, you do your thing right in here. All I need is this one right here, EMA. I change my period to 21. And I scroll down here, you can change your color. I'm gonna change my color here to seashell. Make this width about 3, apply. Got a nice big white 21 EMA on my chart now, okay? Boom. Now, the next thing you need to do is add your ATM strategy, right? And that's really gonna wrap it up. After you have that ATM strategy in a clean price chart like this, you can start using NinjaTrader, right, and take trades. Now, you know what? Before we do the ATM strategy, first let me show you how to connect, right? Because I know a lot of you are prop firm traders, or you may be Forex traders, futures traders. So all you have to do is put your login credentials for whatever else you're doing into connections in NinjaTrader, and you're good to go, right? People overcomplicate this. It's easy. Let me show you right now. All you have to do is pull up that NinjaTrader console. Okay, you go to connections. You would just pick a, let's see, anyway, okay, go to configure. It's where I'm trying to get to. Here under configure, you pick your stuff. Let's say you trade Forex. Boom, Forex.com right here, right? Forex.com, you put in your username, your password, and you're trading your Forex.com account through this NinjaTrader platform. Hey, NinjaTrader is a bad boy. I'm trying to tell you. So boom, that's how you get connected. So whatever you're trading, whether you're trading Forex or futures, you just find your broker, put it in here. If you traded with NinjaTrader broker, boom, here's NinjaTrader. You put your credentials right in here, and easy, you're connected. All right. All you have to do is set up an ATM strategy, and listen, it's so good you're watching this video. This is the true power of NinjaTrader. All right, this ATM strategy is what makes it so easy, because in futures, it ain't no playing around. These trades is happening like this. You could be down or up 5 points, 10 points in the blink of an eye, right? So you need a strategy that's already set, that if it takes off, boom, you just got the win, it's in the bag, you won't have to do anything. But if you're trying to, click to put in your stop loss and click to put in a target, no, that's not how you want to trade, okay? So you want to have an ATM strategy that is ready to go. You hit buy, you hit sell, or you put your sell stop or buy stop in and just wait for it to trigger. And you want it to be automated. You want it to trigger, you want it to take profit or lose, whatever case. Once it triggers, you don't want to have to touch it. And let's get that set up for you right now. All right, so what you want to do is click right here on Chart Trader. Okay, we want to turn Chart Trader on, and we're going to open up a brand new one here. Okay, we got this. So to do a new one, excuse me, let me get this over here, make sure we're in the frame. Okay, we're just gonna do a new ATM strategy. So it's on none right now. We're gonna go to custom. All right, so let's just do a simple one. We're gonna go with 2 contracts, all right? The market is crazy right now. We need a bigger stop. We're gonna do a 10-point stop. So when you set this up, these are in ticks. You see this right here, ticks? There are 4 ticks and 1 point. So if I wanna risk 10 points, I actually need to put 40 ticks here, which is gonna be 10 points. My target, I'm not gonna have one, because these markets have been serving up 20-point runs, 30-point runs, 40-point runs. So I'm actually not gonna make a target, all right? I'm gonna leave that blank for this strategy. Then in my stop strategy though, here's where it gets nice. We're gonna go custom. We wanna make 8, no, we don't wanna make 8 points. Let's say we wanna make 4 points. Very achievable goal, right? That was that daily goal from last week. We wanna make 4 points. So 4 points, that means we need 16 ticks, all right, to get there. So if we get to 18 ticks, I say we should lock in, you know what I'm saying, those 4 points. And that's how you do it, automatically, right? Automatically. As soon as we see 4.5 points, we lock in 4 points. And so you could do this, you could do 4.75, right? Because sometimes you will miss 5 by that. Yeah, so if we see, this strategy here would say, if we see 4.75 points, we're gonna lock in 4 points, and we still have a chance of a runner, all right? And so you play with this any kind of way you want, but this is exactly how you set up a runner situation, all right? And that's just 5%. That's the 5%, and that's all you kind of need out here, all right? So let me just show you the day that we had in the market just using this kind of 5% information. So from a very clean price chart, today I first saw this second entry short. Make it big. As you see it, I first saw this second entry short. It was right here. Count from this low. Let me get my tool up. Thank you. All right. Count from this low right here. We had a push up first entry. Push up. When this big old huge candle came down, second entry short, that's easy. Remember, I'm expecting us to come to our key entry point on this trade, right? So this was like a reverse key entry point trade, because we were already away from it and headed down. So I expected us to make it. And you know, what I mean by that is this, see, we had ran up already See how far up we had ran? But we didn't make it to our top key entry point. Then when the market opened and we started to dive like this, hey, let's go with trend. We're under the 21 EMA, stay with trend. We had a target down here because we gonna probably come to the key entry point. So that's a push up, first entry push up. That's a beautiful second entry short. You know what I'm saying? And that one was a quick, man, I don't even know. When I bagged on that one. I'm at 64.29 down to 64.21. That's quick 8 points, all right? Then, now, because the call was range rules applied, when I sent that out to the market, let's take a look. Yeah, so it's so good that you're seeing this because, you know, most traders are just trading by themselves and they're lost, especially beginner traders. But, you know, people who join in our community, this was the call. Bias was neutral. I gave a key entry point high and low. Prices broke back into the zone overnight, so the bias is neutral, right? Like I said, the bias was neutral. Since we broke back into the zone, the natural target is 65.08. So at this point, you know, the top was the target. But I said range rules apply until we get a breakout pullback setup. All right, so that was the call. So at this point right here, this is the breakout, but it broke back in, right? We didn't get the setup. So range rules still apply. So once I get this low, higher low, I'm going long right here. I mean, I just said, here's a low, here's a push up, higher low. That's a wifey green, red, green off of your key entry point. I'm going long right there. I went long right there. I put my stop under structure. That's what I did. So with that information, all right, this is powerful things for somebody who's just getting into the marketplace. And I went and took a shower, did my thing, and boom. And the end of the day was this boy ran up and to 64.44. I got in at 64.23. That's a 21 pointer right there. All right. And that was how we did. I didn't have no other indicators, right? But that 21 EMA, I understand my key entry point levels. I waited for a trade. I caught a nice 9 points down, a nice 22 points up. Who would buy right there? Who else would buy right there other than IOTS Protocol traders? All right. So if you need some help on your trading journey, all right, check the link in the description. All right. If you need NinjaTrader, get the latest version. I'll leave a link in the description. Hey, if you want to join the community, we got a 14-day free trial. Join the community Discord, get my market forecast so that you can start trading very easily with this. All right, so check out the links in the description. And if you just need to pass a prop firm challenge, for all my prop firm challenge traders and my new traders to futures, right? I have a free guide that will definitely set you on the right path right out the gate, okay? It is called Finally Funded. It is helping many traders pass that first prop firm challenge. If you need a little help on your journey, just comment below, give me the guide, or scan this QR code, and I'm gonna send you Finally Funded. So come back tomorrow, all right? We're gonna do another chart lesson. We're gonna talk some more about how to get set up and how to take your trading to the next level in 2026. All right, so come back tomorrow. Until next time, my name is JD, and as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Bye-bye. Man, we still got a long way to go. Here come the wind though right here. If I go work out, let's see, let's get it. See if this new strategy working properly. 20 points should be the win. We're at 19 points. 20 points, 22, 25. Uh-oh, didn't lock in. We saw 21. Should have locked this in. There's the win. All right, good job. Good job. 20 point win.
Stop filled.
21 point win. Good trade.